why is OVO, why is Drake being such a sore loser?
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, you guys, when you were winning, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now when you lost the battle, you want to become a sore loser.
I want you to start looking after each other in life. There's too many weird things going on.
While the whole world was up cheering for Kendrick's massive Grammy takeover, Drake was halfway across the globe, down bad and acting like it's the end of the world. And now he's sending out bold threats to Kendrick, claiming 2024 was a fluke and he won't let it happen again. On top of that, he's throwing shade at Dr. Dre and other big-name execs, accusing them of rigging the Grammys just to get back at him for suing UMG. That's some serious finger-pointing. Kendrick just made history, real history. Not Like Us is now the most awarded rap song ever. We're talking Song of the Year, Record of the Year, Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, and Best Music Video. That's 5 for 5. Clean sweep. It's wild enough that a diss track hit this hard, but the craziest part? Drake's looking real lonely right now in this industry. Everybody who's anybody showed love to Kendrick and threw shade at Drake. Loudly. Dr. Dre gave him a high five. Lucian Grange was vibing. Beyonce, Diana Ross, and even Jay-Z were all locked in. And the wildest twist? Taylor Swift, who Drake once said was one of the only artists he respected, was out here shaking it to Not Like Us, like she wrote it herself. Kendrick didn't even hit the stage yet and had the crowd going nuts. And the level of petty? Elite. He showed up in a full Canadian tuxedo just to scoop up every trophy. That little jab? Not subtle. And Drake's fans? Man, they haven't caught a wink of sleep since. Kendrick didn't just show up. He snatched every Grammy in sight. But now the talk is shifting. Folks out here saying Kendrick and UMG will be remembered not for the wins, but for trying to rig the system, and still catching that L. Some are even pushing this wild take, that Kendrick's greatest move was beefing with Drake. But let's be real, Kendrick been great. He didn't need a feud to prove it. Still, the denial is strong. People out here full-grown with 9-to-5s and baby mamas, crying like it's a funeral just because Aubrey Karen Graham lost to a rapper who's clearly at the top of the food chain. The hate's getting embarrassing, but here's where it gets even messier. This week is Super Bowl madness, and Drake's about to sit front row to 100,000 fans screaming "Not Like Us" till their voices crack.
What you are coming to tonight. My name is Drake. I started doing music in 2008. I come all the way from Toronto, Canada. The year is now 2025, and no matter what, Drizzy Drake is very much alive.
And guess who's on that same stage? Sa! Yup, Drake's ex, standing side by side with Kendrick like it's a full circle moment built just to mess with him. But just like every other move Drake's made against Kendrick, it backfired hard. That lawsuit? It didn't bury the track, it resurrected it. Not Like Us came back louder than ever, with celebs at the Grammys chanting it like an anthem. And the NFL? They didn't just use it once, they dropped it in 3 separate commercials. Apple Music even threw the instrumental into the NFC Championship game between the Eagles and the Commanders like it was everywhere. Now Drake's out here trying to act like he's still standing tall, saying all this noise isn't enough to break him. He's been telling people he's coming back bigger and better in 2025, and throwing shots at Kendrick like, "I ain't going nowhere." Even while people were counting him out, saying his career was over, he's pushing this whole survival narrative. But that was just the warm-up. At a recent show, Drake tried to make a full-blown movie moment. He walked off stage dressed like some action hero straight out of Fast and Furious. His hoodie was full of fake bullet holes, and get this, there was actual smoke coming out of his back as he walked away. This whole thing was a message to Kendrick, loud and clear. After all the shots fired, he's still standing. Dramatic much? And for someone who swears he's unbothered, Drake been acting real desperate. He's behind the scenes doing everything possible to block that song from hitting one of the biggest stages on the planet. Word on the street? That lawsuit against UMG wasn't just business. It was Drake's last-ditch play to get Not Like Us pulled off Kendrick's Super Bowl set list. Wild! Drake's still out here acting unbreakable, like he just brushed off those bullets and kept it moving. He even hopped on Instagram, dropping some leftover rhymes that didn't make the beef. Stuff like, They thought Einstein was lying and Shakespeare was barely rhyming. Edison wasn't lit despite what he was designing. So how can I give a F what they say about my stars aligning? It's giving poetry night energy, but make it petty. Drake's trying to send a message to Kendrick that neither he nor UMG can silence him. But let's be honest, it's clear the man's still hurting badly. He's flexing on socials, but couldn't even sell out his 2 shows in Perth, and fans are letting him have it. People are clowning the fact that Kendrick won a Grammy off a diss track, and they're saying if you thought that hurt, wait till next week when he performs it at the Super Bowl. Kendrick's on beast mode. This is the same energy as that story about the elephant that showed up to a lady's funeral and stomped it out. That's how deep this revenge tour is going. Kendrick got Drake out here making proof-of-life appearances every time he hits the stage like he's got something to prove to the whole world. And hey, Drake better make sure UMG gets their cut from those concerts too. Crazy how he could dish out beef with everyone for years. But the moment someone claps back, he's in his feelings for months. Me? I can't wait to see Kendrick tear up the Super Bowl stage with Not Like Us. But what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments and hit that next video.